Good morning, my people. Good afternoon, my people. Good evening, my people. I greet you all according to your time. My name is Sav. I'm here to talk about our products and on how to parent our products, and at the same time talk about how to parent adolescents. Please, before I proceed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Without you, we cannot grow. Please like, comment, and share our video to others, to your friends. Please encourage us. You are a family. You are like a family to us. Now, so before I proceed, I want to talk about our product, Plant Catalyst, the best plant fertilizer you can trust, the best ever. And it worked in all plants. Plant Catalyst worked in all plants, and it will give you 50% increment of your expected yield. It repair your land, and Plant Catalyst, 1 liter of it comprises 200 liters of water. You dilute it with 200 liters of water, and there is NAFDAC number. You have NAFDAC number, so kindly order yours, and it's highly affordable, the best you can trust. This Plant Catalyst by John Willard from US. This is 50 years invention, 50 years in existence. We are in different country. We are the sales rep here in Nigeria. Please kindly order yours. It's highly affordable. We deliver at your doorstep. Use it in your beautify your flower. Use it to beautify your home. Use it on your plant. Use it on your vegetable. Use it in all plants you have. You use it in industrial farming. Use it on your irrigation farming. The best you can trust. And please, for all the industrial farming, please kindly contact us and we'll use it. A trial will convince you. Thank you all. Okay, before I proceed, please, I don't want to claim that I'm an expert on this. I am telling you based on my experience, my parents, how I was raised up, and I practiced it in my children. It was fantastic, and all the friends I met, I also encouraged them to try this method in raising their children, and it also worked fantastic for them. So I'm here going to share it with you, more especially young mothers. So parenting adolescent, please, what I want to tell you, this is not a hard, this period to give them, be harsh on them. Don't be harsh on them. Don't fight them. Don't beat them in every slight provocation. Encourage them. I think quality advice has so much to do once your children get to the age of adolescent. Quality advice. You don't advise with abuse. That will not record in their memory. They will only drop it with you. But have the period of time that you share advice and you share yourself, how you grew up. You need to use yourself as an example, and your children need to validate your character and see if your character is better, whether they will be able to emulate it. So you need to be on a good behavior, before doing this. Thank you so much. Okay, let's proceed. Parenting your children, this both parents need to come together. It's a teamwork. This is a teamwork. It's not something that, it's the mom, it's her mom, or it's the mom that need to train him or train her. No, but the both parties need to come together and discuss, how do we get these children? How do we get the best out of our children? And it's not by flogging. Your children might be afraid of you because you are flogging them, but you never can tell what they are doing in your absentia. So you need to be part of them, both while they are here in your present and your absentia. And they can also hit their chest. No, my mom is the first person I need to confide in, and my dad is the next person I need to confide in. You need to create that gap so your children can confide in you a lot, and so that they will not make mistake and picking advice from an outsiders. I'm a typical example. In fact, I am somebody that I confide so much in my dad. I don't know, maybe because I'm the first daughter, or maybe because I'm a daddy's pet, I don't know. But my dad played the role, the best role ever. He has an answer of every question. He has an answer of every confused state, or in anywhere you are. Call on my dad, and the tension, he knows how to remove it in your body. That is my dad, the best. And I don't have any restriction in discussion with my dad. I tell him everything, even when people are asking me out. My dad is the first person I'll talk to. And I told my dad, how do I select the best person to settle down with? My dad is the person that I confided in. That does not mean my mom is not fantastic. She's fantastic. But one thing is that we call her Tata Tata. It's somebody that can beat you in every slight provocation. So giving her any advice can also attract more beating. So we go through our father. So the both parents, people have to strategize on how to bring these children up. Make sure your children confide in you, and more especially when they get to the age of prom, which they clarify in Nigeria, adolescent. Please be part in their life. If you are not part, they are not going to tell you who is asking them out. They are not going to tell them who is talking to them time to time. They are not going to tell you their love letter. They are not going to tell you anything. You will be in blackout in that, and they might make mistake and get the advice from the wrong person. So you need to be part of this. Time is a time to train your children, time to be available for them, time. And how do you get it? You must come down to their level. This is not a time to show I'm a mom or I'm a dad. You come down to their level and play along. And whenever you want to complain, the ordeal that you get that is not good, don't complain it to your husband or complain it to your wife. Let the other party be the one to bring it up, and the person shouldn't bring it up and mention your name. Otherwise, your children will not confide in you again. Bring it as a form of advice and throw it to the table for discussion. And you see your children, they will not say, oh, what I know, what is happening, mom or dad is also aware. So there is need for me to tell them more. I am the one I am the one going to the level of my children, the adolescent. I have 2 adolescents, and I'm going to their level for them to be able to tell me everything. And I can assure you, I'm sorry if my children I can assure you, my children, there's no secret where I am. They tell me everything. In fact, I am the best. They confide in me in everything. And I also give them the quality advice that they need to know. Then I don't scold them. If I must scold them in every slight mistake they have made, I'll go through my husband, who will bring it without mentioning my name. Now, let's digress in it. Your children, please, if you want to go to the level, you must be open to them. You must open to them, and you must not tell them lies. You must tell them every truth they need to know. Open up. There's no secret from you to enable them. You need to draw a ground that will enable them to pour out. More especially if your children are in boarding school, you need to know. And how do you need to know their friends? You need to know the parents of their friends. It's not enough. And like I said in my previous video, I said, train your children indoor. As a matter of fact, I was raised indoor. And people might say, really? Yes, I was raised indoor. I have limited friends. I'm not good in keeping friends. I'm so sorry to say that. But that is the fact. I raise my children indoor. In as much as my neighbors, I'm in good terms with them. But my children must not be involved in my relationship in any way, no matter how. And if my children must mingle with others, I must be there. The reason is that I want to know who they are associating with or who is associating with them. And I also want to know their parents, that of my children's friends. I also like to pay them visit unexpectedly. Maybe I'll tell them I'll come this Sunday. Maybe that Sunday I didn't make it. I'll send a text upper one. I'll be able to be there, and I'll be quiet and watch the character, watch things unfold, and know that my children are they ready to mingle with this person. As adolescents, as my children are toddler, they don't have friends. They don't, and I discourage it. But as an adolescent, girls have the girlfriends, and boys have also the boyfriends, their fellow classmates, and so on. And monitor the kind of friends they have. Is it the friends that discourage them in reading? Is it the friends? What are the position of their friend? And what is the position in class? What is the family background? As a matter of fact, I don't allow my children to associate with I am sorry, that is me. That's why I'm telling you. I don't allow my children to associate with separate single parents or parents that divorce. My children doesn't have, I will not, because sometimes the upbringing used to be catastrophic. Either one party will be advising them, your dad is wicked, your dad is evil, your dad is that, or the dad will be telling your mom is this, your mom is that, and mom, no, 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 no. No, my children will not be part of that relationship. That is it. And once I know that you're coming from a broken home, my daughter will not be your friend, and my son will not be your friend. Talk more of just calculating that, just casual friends, a schoolmate or something like that. My daughter will not associate, because I have a reason. Tell me your friends and I will tell you whom you are. Show me your friend and I'll tell you whom you are. This is what my dad trained us. My dad also encouraged us that we must not, entangle with a separate home and broken home. Children are from broken home. Children are from second wife children. There's a whole lot. And to be honest, that helped me so much. Because when you associate with those children, all they know is how to fight. They are ready to fight every time. Fight. My mom is saying we should talk to this woman. My mom is saying you should do this. My mom is saying, no, I wasn't brought up in that aspect. So my dad discouraged us. We don't even have any slight parents or anybody that is coming from broken home. If you are just coming from broken home, no, we'll go area. Even in terms of marriage, no for you. If you're also coming from a separate home or single mom, it's also no for you. I'm sorry for those that are come from broken home. I'm sorry, it's not your fault. But sometimes parents mislead the children, and the children also mislead their fellow friends that are come close to them. So I don't allow my children to be part of that. I am sorry if you become a victim of what I'm saying, but children has to be raised. And you that are listening to this, you come from a broken home, don't take a false information from your parent in order to fight the other one. No, love your parents equally. And the reason why we don't want our children to associate is that we don't want our children to come and say, mommy is wicked, or daddy is wicked, or this. No, we don't want that. And we want to raise a quality children that are going to add value to the society. And that is why we watch them and we interact with our children. We speak with our children. We also be part of them. And our children tell us every slighted conversation they had with an outsider. As a matter of fact, I heard there's something somebody said to my daughter. She said, I have nothing to tell you now. In few weeks I should be back from school. I should be back from home, and I'll be able to tell my mom, and then I'll give you feedback when I return back from school. And when my daughter came back from school, she now said, Mom, lest I forget. She put it down in her jotter. I said, Mom, lest I forget. Mom, could this be true? And it's a very sensitive question, as a matter of fact. But I looked at it because we are friends. I have to answer that question. Supposing if I'm not close to my daughter that way, if I'm not a friend to her, if I did not go to her level, will she ask me that direct question? She would have taken solicit an advice from an outsider. Maybe the person might mislead her or give her wrong answer to the question. So you must play your key role among your parents. So your children, it does not mean that it has to be the both family. No, one person has to be tough in order to get it right, while the other one has to go to the level of their understanding in order for them to become a friend. But please don't go there and discuss. Don't ever, even if you have problem with your husband or your spouse, don't discuss it in front of your children. Don't ever discuss your deal with your husband, with your children. No, that can also throw emotional trauma to them. Make sure you discuss the positive aspect of it, how you and your husband is having a harmony, the peace, the everything. Please feel free, open up to your children. If you are the type that don't lie to them, because children, they will definitely know the truth, more especially these children, these generational children, these millennial children. I am telling you, if it is my mom called them Indomie children. You cannot lie to them, and once they find that they are lying to them, they are withdrawn, and once they withdrawn completely, you will not get them again. They can't trust you. You must do everything to make sure you tell your children the truth. And I remember when I was telling my husband, I was telling my daughter how your dad approached me and so on. And after that, few months, my mom visited, and my daughter have to go and ask my mom that question, and it didn't even end there. He also take it to dad, please, can I ask you this question? How did you meet mom? That kind of a question and other things. And it happened that everything I'm saying is revolving to the same, what they are getting, the information they are getting is revolving to the same answer, the same story that I tell them. So try as much as you can. If it is in our own age, we are afraid to confront our parents, we are afraid to talk to them, we are afraid to confide in them. But not for my mom, no, I mean, not for my dad. I can confide to Africa. As a matter of fact, I, I confided in my dad my first kiss. I know that I told my dad, and my dad now also give me his own advice that it's not also good to do this at what this age, XYZ. And I heed to that advice, and that advice take me so much, so much, so much. And it's just like a pillar. The reason why I'm discussing it today, I brought this topic for a very long time, but I said no, I'm discussing it today because I lost my dad this year, and you can see I'm putting on his clothes. That is my dad, my beloved dad, the best dad ever. In fact, the whole world, the best dad in the whole world. He built me to the level where I am today. The confidence I have today is generated from my dad. And what I have, all the things I have, is my friend, my dad, my best friend, my lover, my lover. I can say, because people that know me, if you know me very well, I can't say one word without mentioning my dad, because he's the best of the daddy. But who am I? Death took him away from me. I was shattered for some months, but I have to pick up my life and move on. So why I'm saying this, please try as much as you can. Be there for your children. Don't allow your children to mingle with anybody they come across. Investigate the type of friends they keep. Their girlfriends, their schoolmates, in their school, are they coming from separate home, broken home? What kind of life are they living? Do they start having, did the parents doesn't care? Those are the quality things I need to know. And find out the family that child is coming out from. Your daughter's girlfriend, what kind of family did they raise her up? They raise her up in a controversial family that they've always fight, because it's still the whole thing that is going to discuss with your daughter. But if hereby there is harmony, peace, and understanding, and the parents does not share their ordeal to their children, fine, you can let that be. As a matter of fact, I have told my daughter, this person you don't need to be your friend, this you don't need to be your friend, this don't need to be your friend, this person yes, but this no. Because of this, I equally discourage my daughter and keep a friendship just because of the girl is doing poorly in school. I discourage her. I say no, that she will pull you down. So the best bet is that let her be. And my daughter went back to school and cut everything off. And as a matter of fact, she's now doing extremely well in her class. So be part of your children's life. Work with them. Don't scold them. Don't flog in every slight provocation. When you flog them so much, they will not be there to confide in you. But let your spouse do the flogging while you are there. You can as well confide in your spouse what they did that is not good, and allow your spouse to use indirect to and bring the topic into the table and use it to punish them. But please, don't punish them because they confide in you. Rather, tell your spouse. Then watch them, and I assure you, you will get nothing but the best out of them. I hope these little clips helps you on how to bring your children, how to bring adolescent children up. So it's not here, it's not tagged that it must be a woman, or it must be a man, or it must be this. One person can play that role. It can play it well. And like I say in my case, as I was growing up, my dad played that role very well. And in my own case, my children, I am playing that role. And I am getting it right because I know what my dad infused in me, and I also using it to infuse in them as well. So thank you so much, and please share this video to others, encourage them, and encourage us as well. Without you we cannot grow. We need to grow. Thank you all. I love you. Bye.